Oh, there it goes.
Oh my god.
Hmm? What's up?
It's a little bit delayed on my end, but that's normal.
Well, yeah, it's going to be delayed, unfortunately.
Oh my god, I hate my voice.
How do you think I feel? I don't like my voice either. But I can't hear you, so I can only hear you through my mic, so I can't hear it through what it sounds like on the OBS.
Hmm.
So, in any case, ever since this is going to be on YouTube, whoever views this, hello! I guess I'll go ahead and just get started. I mean, just go ahead and play. Oh, no, just play a game. So I know you just woke up, but how are you actually like doing? How's everything been going? Because I know that you've been at a virality, right?
Mm-hmm. Virality's been
It.
fun. It broke VR chat, but it's been fun.
Why is this on my head? I could have sworn that I said no mods. Why are mods enabled? Disable mods. Oh, restart required. Well, that's funny. Give me a moment. Everything's gonna start breaking real quick. That's my dog. Get that back up and going. Okay, get that up and going. Computer is chugging. Alright, there we go. Is it back up? Go ahead and get that back up. Alright, everything's up and going. I need to go take care of my dog. I will be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Alright, and with this drink of indiscriminable occurrence and branding, of which I'm not allowed to state because we're not sponsored. Let's have some fun. I don't think I ever actually got a answer from you. How have you been from just the virality standpoint? Like, I think it's virality, right?
Yeah, it's reality.
Has it been
I
good?
am. It has been good. I've been meeting people
That's good.
and just goofing off, enjoying the raves.
My settings are set up like this because, well, at one point in time, I don't know if you knew this, but I used to love racing this game with my friends, well, other group of friends. And, well, we had one other good race, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't really do anything else afterwards. A hot minute since I've actually restarted like this. Which isn't a bad thing, so to speak, but at the same time, it's also just good to go back and see where everything started and have things just be as it should be from an untouched standpoint, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I made sense, because if not, then this is very awkward.
It's fine.
Ouch. Oop, I forgot I do not have my umbrella. Oh yeah, an animation that almost nobody remembers actually exists is the punching animation.
Oh.
Oh, I missed. I thought I saw. Apparently I was wrong. I don't know if you can hear my roommate. Can you hear my roommate? Yui?
Not on Discord.
Not for the most part, or you can?
I'm not hearing them on either of them.
Okay, well, fantastic. Good to hear. Enough fooling around. Computer's actually heating up quite good. Doodle doo doo.
We're probably gonna need to turn up your mic because it's like a whisper on the thing.
Oh, yeah, not a problem. How's that?
I meant your voice.
Oh, so that's just an output volume issue. I don't actually know how to fix that. Microphone setup. Microphone. Okay, so maybe that. No idea if that actually, no idea if that actually fixed anything or not. I can go ahead and turn it up in OBS, but I also just have a relatively smoother mic, which makes everything kind of quieter, especially on Discord. So did me turning up a setting in there fix it or nah?
It did a little bit, yeah.
Alright, fantastic. That's good. That's the maximum setting, so I can't really fix it anything else after that. That's just literally just a microphone quality issue. At least I believe so. It sounds like that would be the case.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand why this was taken down and such, but like, the thing that's really weird about that is that it just doesn't really explain how it got down on the ground to begin with. Like, I understand it's more probably just a design thing, but at the same time, it's really weird. I also don't think it's like ever really addressed either. So I think at one point in time I was also telling you about my dog's escapades. My dog is pretty freaking weird, all things considered, as you've heard me ramble on about him before.
Yeah.
Not exactly the smartest dog either. My dog is, he has eaten glass before, and yes, nothing really came of it, but at the same time it's more just like, you ate glass, nothing happened. Why? iron stomach and all.
Mm-hmm.
Also has eaten a light bulb. Not like an actual, like, full-on light bulb either. I'm talking, like, Christmas tree light bulb. You know, the small ones that go on, like, the little flashing lights that you put up for Christmas.
Oh, jeez.
And if that isn't bad enough and you still want to try to defend this little pup, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. That's not the worst thing that he's eaten. He's eaten something worse than glass. Yes, I promise you that this is not a false statement. He tried to eat a burning coal from a charcoal grill. And the sad part is, even after he got burned by it, he still tried to eat it again.
Wow.
Why? I don't know. My dog is weird. I've come to just accept that fact. Can I go through this? That's weird. Okay. I put down the tag as casual. Now, I don't know if this technically qualifies as casual just by skipping through dialogue like that or anything, but at the same time, I'm not really playing for anything like serious or like speedrunning or anything. I'm just playing because, well, just to see if I can still do this somewhat quickly. But I wouldn't exactly call this as, you know, like, oh, he's doing a speed run. Well, very much so not. I've come to just agree to myself that I just cannot speed run or the dang. Friendly races, on the other hand. This is a very fun game to race. Alright, there we go. That was weird. I started getting double audio there for a moment. Now, funny enough, ever since you started watching me, I didn't interact with Mustache Girl. Mustache Girl saw me, and then I just went to go get my umbrella back. So I have done nothing with this girl whatsoever.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, you didn't.
by this definition, whether this was intentional or not, because this game has done some pretty weird things on like what it does and doesn't notice, in my opinion at least. And one of those things being that it keeps track of like how many enemies you kill, how many pieces of yarn that you've done, what you've done. It does flags, but for some reason, in this case, it didn't track the flag for just meeting Mustache Girl, so it confuses me quite greatly that you can just go rescue this random woman who has never met you before.
Yeah.
spin. Oh wait.
Stand still.
No. Isn't it like right here?
Heads up,
Yeah.
little punk. See if girl can handle this barrel. Do not think about avoiding barrels.
I think you may want to turn off your Steam
Just
friends
leave nowhere.
notifications.
Mafia need to
Ah,
take care of this
right.
It shows up on the live as well.
Oh, well, fantastic. Let me see here. Settings, notifications. Okay, I think ever since I just turned off notification toasts, it should do it, right? I think it's Steam I think it's toasts, right? Pretty sure it's toasts. Wait, we can broadcast from Steam? Huh. Yeah, you can broadcast from Steam. Didn't know that. That's cool. Friends in chat. Steam settings. By the way, who was it that popped up if you saw that?
I saw it pop up, but I didn't really pay attention to the name.
I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to. I'm just joking. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to go in and snip that out.
Ooh, another game. I know a game that you can afford.
What's up?
Just $10.
What?
Backrooms cleanup crew.
The Backrooms cleanup crew.
Mm-hmm.
Let's save it for now. Next time I'll do another stream, I'll go ahead and get it, because that way, whenever I get my paycheck the following day, I can go ahead and just get what I want, because of all the overtime I'll just be having. I can jump? Everybody can jump. Doom, doom, doom.
Psh, can you believe them? What a bunch of losers. Hey, you're all right, new kid. Do you have a name? No? You shy? That's cool. You're a less talk, more fighting kind of girl, I take it.
Oh, wait, you can move the camera? Okay, that's
Thing you
cool.
grabbed there. Are you collecting them? They've been raining from the sky ever since you you were...
I didn't know.
Hmm?
Oh, you can move the camera while in a cutscene like that.
Mm.
Well, I guess you can't really say a cutscene because it's in-game, so I guess... Well, no, it still is a cutscene. It's just an in-game cutscene. I don't know why the heck I'm trying to complicate things. I wonder if my Steam overlay is also being seen on the... Like my Discord overlay is being seen on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Is it actually showing in stream or not?
No.
Okay, so it's just a Discord overlay thing. That's fine. Down with the Mafia. At one point in time, I'm gonna have to do Dark Souls again. That'll be fun.
You took your time. Get the...
Nah, I'll leave you there for right now. I'm gonna go do my own thing. I want it.
Good job, kid.
Do 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 do. Theater. Hmm?
Hmm?
Only takes local currency, and you need to go to the Bureau de Change. I wonder. Okay, yeah, no.
Please.
Oh, I forgot where the heck this key goes. Alright, I can go back here. I don't like how there's a lit cigar back here.
It's backwards.
Hmm?
It's backwards.
Cigars?
The backward, yeah. It's in the ashtray backwards.
Oh, well, yeah. Ah, dang it. I need rift ponds to open up the capsules. I'm pretty sure these are all rift ponds, but what do I know?
So, it you in right.
Oh, cool.
Supercharge.
Kinda sounds like some pirate theme right here.
Ultra charge! Mega charge! I'm gonna get you! Ultra charge! Mega charge!
Nope.
It can't be!
Do 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 do. Wham. Heating up Mafia Town, or like heating up my computer.
Look at me. Some want me to leave you.
Why are you all happy and cheering that your entire well-being and facilities are on fire? Heck, that guy's just wading through the lava. pawn.
Mafia still setting up shop. Not open. Even when open, child not welcome.
I'm more so just impressed by the fact that your cheese hasn't melted. Ouch. Neat camera. I'll be back for that. Is lava normally see-through? Completely legitimate question.
I don't think so.
Oh, that's a weird animation error. But you know what? Fair enough. Man, the Snatcher one is so much more forgiving, because if I recall, I think you only have to do like 4.
Now,
Oh, hello.
we talking about how things were down?
Oh, he's streaming on YouTube.
Okay.
I mean, you're more than welcome to make
I
conversation.
was earlier. I was earlier talking about VR chat getting freaking broken.
Mm,
They fixed it 7 hours ago.
they fixed it like literally the time I went to bed.
For real.
Cause for EST, it was like 4 they announced that things were back up. And I went to bed like maybe 20 minutes before then.
Oh man. Yeah, they moved all the meets to tonight, and they're moving on to Monday. The closing ceremony's on Monday now.
I see they still have all the empty slots for meetups.
I think they're trying to figure out what.
Oh, they're
to put
filling
on.
things in. I see.
Yeah. And they did say the fireworks is still going to be at 5 p.m.
Yeah, I went in to say hi to Flick. Tried twice to stay in the instance before my headset decided to like not work anymore. And then I gave up. Hoping when I go to the bunny meetup, everything's fine.
Oh yeah, that's at 4 p.m.
The VR chat developer roundtable and the one underneath it for the Ferality team, those are gonna be real fun. Because everyone's probably gonna be complaining about what happened.
Mm-hmm. Bless you.
Always Flare.
Bless you, Flare.
Flare.
Flare!
Oh, background.
Flare, yeah.
Sorry. Sometimes I forget that they live together, and then I'm just kind of sitting in the back, and I'm just kind of like, yes. The sea is lava.
You always said bless you.
Oh my goodness, people would not let me sleep.
Reality stuff?
No.
Too much love.
I need to turn off my Discord every time I go to sleep.
I mean, fair enough.
I wake up to a message with all caps manager.
Oh, from Cad.
Oh, Cowier's friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Minty Fresh, I am now the colors of Frog. Frog color acquired.
What do you mean? I've bookmarked a shit ton.
No idea what you're on about.
Talking about... What are you thinking?
What asset?
Yeah, so like I've clicked on the heart thing for a bunch of them, and I'm on the website, and it doesn't like allow you to sort by that, which I think is dumb.
I wasn't
'Cause I
sure how
think
that works.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You have to look on the page?
So apparently it looks like there's two separate ways to like save the different booths, so to speak. If you're doing it on the website, you bookmark them. If you're doing it in VR, it's the heart thing. But I don't think there's crosstalk between you being in VR doing it and you being on the website.
Yeah, I don't see any of the ones with bookmarks.
Well, that can't be good.
It's quite annoying.
Nope. One more time.
I did see
One more
that,
time.
Um,
Yeah. Love it when a plan comes together.
see that Deltarune is pretty much done. They just have a little more content to put in.
They've got 3 whole more chapters.
3 more chapters?
Yeah, it's 7 chapters. The first 2 are free, and they just released 3 and 4. 5, 6, and 7 are still not available. Toby originally stated he was going to do 3, 4, and 5, but then realized how much content that actually was and didn't want to overload his team. Or at least that's what I honestly believe happened, and he just said, I'm just going to release 3 and 4, have you guys pay for it, and then when you pay for it, you get the rest. So...
Yeah, I'm not... Because I've waited this long.
I mean, if you buy it, that means you get chapters 5, 6, and 7
No, yeah.
when they come out, so...
I'm just saying, I've been avoiding information on it this long because I just wanted to wait for it to be completed. But I don't think I'll wait anymore.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's worth it. It is worth it.
Worth it to play?
It's worth it. It's worth it to play for all 4 chapters that are available for you right now. Because if you really want to think about it, more than 60% of the game is right now finished.
Yeah, what was it? The first 2 were released a while ago, and I was like,
yeah,
I'll wait, because I assumed it was gonna be 4, maybe 5 chapters. But yeah.
I do honestly find a lot of the stuff just funny surrounding just the headspace of the Deltarune Undertale community, because as it stands right now, the Undertale community wants to be separate, but they can't really cut ties with the Deltarune community, which is kind of funny, or at least the people that are speaking out loud about it, at least.
Oh my god.
God, did I confuse you?
Both quirky games.
Hmm?
It's a continuation of Toby Fox's brainchild in a way. This is them experimenting with more shit and being a better developer. Why a split?
That's just how communities are. That's to no one's fault, but to, anyone's detriment. It's just how communities are. I honestly believe that a lot of people agree that Hotline Miami 1 and 2 are together, but at the same time, there are just some people that are very vocal just saying, no, Hotline 2 is Hotline 2, Hotline 1 is Hotline 1.
Okay.
Don't think about it too hard. You're going to
I get that there's some people that are gonna want to break off, but that's not a majority of the community.
Oh, I'm not saying it's a majority of the community. I'm saying the people that are the most outspoken of the community.
Yeah.
The people that are trying to be heard. The people that are being quiet are just like, yeah, Deltarune, Undertale, woo. You never hear a quiet person, starting to shout, from the heavens or anything. They're just kind of like, man, my game's awesome. Then you just have, the people of the community that are just, diehard fans that are just like, no, it needs to be separate because this game isn't this game. Meh. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm on a different train track now. I've gotta figure out my brain.
Anyway, you said you're gonna go get it?
Well, I will eventually. I just currently with Ferality here, there's other things I would like to buy, and there's if I want to buy the things that are at the convention, it's a 10% discount because of the
event
tier I'm
itself.
at. Yeah, because of the tier I'm at with the convention, so I'm just gonna buy stuff for that, and then Delta Rune will be a. But I'm definitely gonna play it because I've been waiting patiently.
I mean, heck, to me personally, just really popular in general. I'm not ashamed to admit it. When I was playing D&D, I've played a Jevil character. That's one of the characters in the game. I'm not going to explain anything else anymore or any few. It's just a name. You can't really glue anything to it because you said you haven't really seen anything of it, so.
Well, I mean, clearly there's a character that you like to. I had as your
Profile picture for the longest time?
profile picture, and then
Yeah.
like you've done a meme of it at one point in the Discord.
Yeah.
So I've seen faces. Jevilish, I can only assume, is a Joker and a devil.
I think that one's a
In
given,
one.
so yeah.
And I've seen those things. Like the sprites. So.
Now, if I would have
I've done
known,
pretty good.
like, if I would have known, like, that was actually happening with you, then I would have been a little bit more careful, but honestly, I didn't, so, sorry.
I don't care. knowing the characters tells you nothing about how they interact in the game.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
For the sprites, you just don't. I can only assume that the character that you have presented yourself as is like this game's mix of Pyrus and Sans.
Not even close.
That makes me much happier. Help me out, me.
You almost fell.
Hey, I'm careful. I'm careful to a degree. I mean, after all, it's... Oh, I can't... Okay, fair enough. I cannot dash out of a throw. Yeah, you cannot dash out of a throw. Mentally noted.
So it's taken this. So when did they release 1 and 2? Like 2020?
Let me check. 'Cause
'Cause
I can't actually tell you that.
It's gotta be somewhere in like 2021, 2020 area.
2018.
18
Yeah.
for the first 2 chapters?
No, the first chapter.
Oh, what about the second one?
Chapter 2 was released on 2021 of September.
Yes. Okay. I knew that for the first 2 chapters. And then they just released 3 and 4 in a block, or like
Together.
separate. Okay. So they were released in a block. Have they said anything about development maybe being a little quicker with the next
No.
section?
So Toby has been working on every single chapter from what I think was stated and understood. But he's working on it in bits and pieces. He wanted to get out as much content as possible, but at the same time, development is development.
Yeah, I'm not that worried about it, personally.
Hop on over to the stream, by the way. Hear yourself on 4K for all of one person to hear.
I don't want to hear myself twice. Personally, it fucks me up.
How does it fuck you up?
I can't speak right.
You can't
English.
Then it's a
speak
delay.
right.
And then...
Ah, I messed up the trick. No, I'm a failure. I need to uninstall. Nope. Okay. It would help if I actually focus up.
Deltarune gives me fucking. I feel old for thinking this. It gives me Homestuck vibes.
It should. Toby worked with Andrew
I
on
know.
Homestuck.
Yeah, I know. It because of Megalovania.
Not even just Megalovania. He just is good friends with them.
But I know that's one of the pieces of work that ended up in Homestuck.
Pop quiz. Was that the first instance of Megalovania?
Nope. No, it's not.
Good.
It's a ROM hack of fucking. I know. It's just not popping up in my head. It's like his inspiration was from that game.
So you are almost correct. Wording is wording, and I think I understand what you're trying to say. Toby made a ROM hack, which was the Halloween hack for
Yeah.
Earthbound, and that was, I believe, the first instance of
That
Megalovania.
was the first instance. Yeah, no. I just couldn't think of the name of the game for a minute. It just was evading me.
Yeah, no, you're all good.
Cause it was showing the like other side basically of when like the group go to beat what was it, Gygus?
Yes.
They never came back to the original timeline, so the fucking professor was just going crazy. And that's what Toby was showing pretty much. Was like
Almost.
Almost?
Almost.
That's kind of what I got from it.
You are almost on the money.
But I know my
Yeah.
little tidbits. I have played the shit out of the first game.
It's basically bad timeline shenanigans is what it really pops down to, because if I recall correctly, so that part is correct. However, Donuts was not able to save his son, which drove him mad.
Gotcha.
Alright, I need to hit it again. Ooh. Man, this guy does not give a single watch my language.
26 release for chapter.
Yeah, because again, he is working on the other chapters. He has been working on the other chapters. It's more just what's the word? Development takes time. That's pretty much it. Because at first it was, I believe, he wasn't really aiming for console support, and then it was offered, and he's just like, okay, yeah, why not?
Oh.
Which,
Gotcha.
in all honesty, that is a very fair assessment, which is why now whenever you play the game, it uses Xbox controller logic.
I mean, they did the same. They did the same thing with the original.
They did the same thing for what?
Oh, Undertale is ported to basically everything now, isn't it?
Yeah, basically. Now, let's not get things also twisted, because I believe at one point in time there was also version exclusive stuff for certain consoles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't remember specifics on that, but I do remember.
Most okay. Let's see how. We've got to fix. Perfect.
Top thing you've ever done, you've done for money. Definitely has to be work.
Top thing I've ever done for money?
Yeah.
Top thing I've probably ever done for money is get shot at for my country.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Speaking of, let me go ahead and turn you down real quick.
No. Denied.
Unfortunately, you have been turned down from 200% to 50%.
Why?
Because you're extremely loud and I'm streaming.
Mr. Bombastic. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Gesundheit, also, again, streaming. Watch your language.
Oh.
You didn't say that to Sid,
I did.
did you?
I said, hey, streaming. Just saying.
Oh. Did I continue doing the thing?
No, you dropped an F-bomb. But at the same time, I'm also, not a 4-kid streamer, so, I'm not going to go ahead and, poke the
I
bear.
wasn't paying attention. I'm just vibing.
Hey, I've got sailor mouth.
Deltarune and the F-bombs just kept coming.
Boom, 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 boom. Stream marked for 18 plus.
21 plus.
May contain furry
100
nuts.
plus.
Click. Oh, Lord.
Just put not for the faint of heart.
Not for the faint of heart.
Not everything.
Lord. YouTube. Because Twitch has lost all of its meaning thanks to all the political stuff that's going on with it right now.
The, is this game a lot more like, RPG-esque?
What?
It's not nearly as paired with the, like, fighting is part of the game. It's not, there's no pacifism shit.
If you are expecting it to be like Undertale, you are wrong.
What, this game?
No, Deltarune. Unless he was talking about this game that I'm playing right now. And if you're talking about this game specifically, by the way, Spurt went mute. Anyway,
Spurt has the scrolling of doom.
Alright, so, again, if you were, brain, right. If you're expecting going into Deltarune as Undertale, you are wrong. Treat it like as if it is a different game. I promise you, you won't regret it if you do. But just keep in mind that there are elements of Undertale in it, because, again, it is an anagram for Undertale, Deltarune. Now, if you're talking about what I'm playing right now, Hat in Time, oh god, no. This is a platformer.
Yeah. I mean, I expect
Thankies
there
from
to
McSpankies.
I expect there to be, like, different segments where you're doing different things to interact with the game, but the overarching thing is, like, you have a turn-based system of attacking as the baseline?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's still treated like an RPG, but then again, Undertale also did that. So again, that's
Right.
all fine and dandy.
But is there like a leveling system, or is it still just like...
Without getting into too many spoilers, you can do what you did in Undertale. You know, the different routes that you can go into.
Okay, fair enough.
So no need to get some knickers in a twist, so to speak. But yeah, you can. There are different routes, just to go ahead and put it plain and simple.
Yeah, I certainly expect to play this multiple times.
In fact, I think there's even. If I had to toot my own horn, I honestly believe that there are more than 2 routes. Honestly.
Okay, one more question.
Yo, what's up?
And then I'll be done with this. Are there routes you can take that end the game, like, within the 4 chapters?
No. If you play the demo, which I highly encourage you to do so that way you can play the first 2 chapters for free and get your cup of tea in, see if it is the good flavor or the bad flavor. See if you like it. If you do, buy it. Don't, well then, don't buy it. If you just like Toby Fox's work and you just want to support him, go to Fangamer or something and support him that way. Go buy some merch.
If what I've told you explains anything about me, it's that I'm well aware of their history and all that shit. So whatever they make probably will be in my vein of games. I mean, goddamn Homestuck. What the fuck was that shit?
I love Homestuck. I don't care what anyone
wish I
says.
fully read it.
Go read it! There's
no
literally
issue
nothing
with the
stopping you.
content. There's no issue with the content. There is. What about fucking... A lot of that was produced in Flash.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna be able to play some of the games and such, but like, that's fine. It's an era long since past. There is a project ongoing to try to restore Flash, but I don't know what the overall consensus is on that, if that makes sense. Because I only heard, hey, they're trying to restore some Flash things. Great. Radio silence.
About as dead as the thing itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, like I've gotten through probably up to when they explain.
Oh, by the way, spoilers for anybody who watches this on YouTube. So just as a quick note, if you haven't read Homestuck, what is it, almost a 20-year-old comic at this point?
My God.
20 years old.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty darn old.
When people think about like kids that are like typically left-leaning, I feel like this gave them a bad rep.
Moon.
Say again.
They got Minecraft.
Yeah, it's a challenge road. It's not true Minecraft, I promise you.
I'm upset.
What's up?
Do you remember the bucket?
Do I need to bring up the bucket argument?
This
Because I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now. Ahem. Do not bring up the freaking bucket! Anyway.
I'm not gonna talk about it, but still.
In fact, the moment that you brought that up with me, I already knew this conversation was about to go degenerate because nothing ever stays fucking wholesome and Homestuck.
No. It's not whole stuck.
I mean, heck, if we want to be freaking... If we want to be, like, non-kosher about what the heck is going on here, and go even further into, like, degeneracy ever since we're talking about Homestuck, by definition, all of them are siblings with each other, and they have crushes on each other. So, I'm going to throw my hands up and just leave it at that. By definition. Which is really stupid. In a very stupid roundabout way.
It is.
You can correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
don't think.
You can correct me if I'm
that
wrong.
Portion, I don't remember if that portion happens in the first few like chapters. That context probably happens like later on in stuff, right?
How far did you get? Because you kind of cut yourself off before you actually told me where you were.
Okay, so I remember sort of them trying to explain like this fucking battlefield with
Yeah, you weren't that far at all.
And expanding.
Yeah,
No,
you
I wasn't.
you weren't far at all.
No, I know. I know. There's so much more to read in that shit.
Well, let me put it like this. You were getting to the part where the slowly very thick mashed potatoes at the very top were about to start getting into actual potato level, like good potato. The beginning is, and pardon me for language here, it is a fucking slog. Oh, Lord have mercy, the beginning is a slog. But if you can get through the beginning, you can do it.
Yeah, I got to the first bits of the like trolls. Like you meet them. Pretty much.
You okay there, you seem to be having issues.
Well, disabling the mods is being a pain. But
You should, I was about to say, you should just be able to go through your settings and just disable it. But even then, I disabled mods, doesn't mean you have to disable mods. I'm just not going to be able to see anything or anything like that, so.
Fucking. This is why you don't look at how many pages there are for Homestuck.
Yeah, but at the same time, I promise you, it's worth a read. You have to understand also one other thing, and this is going to come as a shock to everybody in this room. Homestuck was around before furries were established as a fucking conventional thing. Yeah, that's not me bullcrapping. Like, before I actually knew what a furry was, the first thing I ever saw that was furry-esque was further into Homestuck.
Hold on. I'm gonna look up Wikipedia on furry.
Because Homestuck is one of the very first fandoms, if I'm not mistaken. It's a really old fandom, like, don't get me wrong. But, like, I'm talking, like, one of the OG originals, like, when Hetalia was a dang thing.
Fucking goddamn Hetalia.
Italia.
Hetalia was the first fandom. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
in
like,
terms for what internet culture.
yeah.
I watched that stuff.
Wrong one. Now, I am fully open for correction because I love to learn things, but this is stuff that has been spouted to me as firsthand. Now, being one of the original, communities and fandoms ever to be seen on the internet, outside of Italia, Homestuckers have also garnered a lot of bad things about them. For example, the Sharpie incident. You don't know anything about the Sharpie incident, do you?
I don't. Look, the only one that I remember was the bucket.
So, the bucket is one bad thing. The Sharpie incident was, at one point in time, if you wanted to cosplay as a certain race that is found, they Sharpied their skin. Yeah.
I remember it now.
And then on top of that, if you did Sharpie your skin, I don't need to explain to anybody that's bad. But even if you didn't, people were going for off-brand gray paints or like body paints. Like oil-based gray paints. Now, personally, there's nothing wrong with that. Oh, you're going out for trick-or-treating or something with gray paints? There's nothing wrong with that, by all means. You are free to do whatever you want. Until you sit down in a chair.
I'll borrow you real quick.
You are then
Figure out how
going
to play this
to...
game.
Well, I'm not pressuring you. You can A to jump, RT to dash while in the air, hold RT while still to crawl. While you're moving, you press RT to forward dash as well. You can double jump. So yeah, there's that incident. So, people would sit in chairs and leave gray paint. People would sleep in beds without getting rid of the paint. And then stain the beds with gray paint. Yeah, it wasn't good. It was terrible.
Also have to realize what the average age was.
Oh yeah, they were teens.
Yeah.
Just so that people also kind of understand, how old Homestuck was. If I recall this correctly, Homestuck was around before Gen 6 ponies. Bronies. That's how fucking old they are.
Because the start, just looked it up. The start of Homestuck was 2009. Of course, that's not when things got popular.
That actually might
Around
be
the
when
time
things started
Homes-
getting popular, actually, because
Really?
you have to remember that I think most of Chapter 1 was actually pretty done. Because it's probably dating when MSRP was made, not where it was created. Because Hussey was talking about it beforehand, a long time ago. And was doing it. Now, is this all true? Again, I don't know. I'm going off of what I was told. Oh, do you need to get up here, Yui? I'm sorry. Here.
I can't hit. I don't have an umbrella. I won't.
Did you start a new game?
No.
Oh, then you need to equip it. Did you equip it?
My umbrella?
Yeah, press start, go down to where it says weapon, and you should be able to make it.
Oh.
You should just be able to equip it.
So...
Still trying to figure out because it says that the fireworks start at 6, but then they don't pop up in the events tab, so I kind of...
Somebody was screaming
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah, they don't pop up in the events tab.
So, what I was told by one of my friends was a long time ago, this was a long time ago, that Hussey was making this back in 2006 on a different website. And then when he decided he was going to make it like a web series, that's when he posted it into MSRP. He got himself a web page and went from there. I'm like, cool, great, fantastic. Now, once more, people can, if anybody ever starts watching this video to try to say like, oh, you're just spouting off baseless accusation from an unreliable source, then by all means, that is fine. I do not care. Please correct me. I want to learn. I want to know what exactly happened. There's a lot of myth and theory that goes around with the Homestuck. Whether what has actually happened has happened or not.
Excuse me.
So, but personally for me, I just like Homestuck. I like the trolls. Trolls are my favorite. And if it isn't obvious, my favorite is Gamzee. So.
Wasn't Gamzee like one of the first, well, the one that you start off with?
No.
Like you, who are you with the first time?
You have to read it. I'm not telling you anything else. You need to go read it.
No, I was literally, it had me in the viewpoint of one of the trolls at one point.
Oh, then you probably are thinking of Carcat.
Carcat. Oh yeah, you're right. Interesting sleeping arrangement he's got there.
Yeah, except you also have to remember, they're bugs. They're all bugs.
Yep.
They're all bug-based alien life forms. I didn't know that you could get in there. That was interesting.
Conference began in 1989. Annually held until 2003.
What are you looking for? Or looking at?
I'm just looking at the timeline between furries and...
I don't think furries were like truly like established until around 2010, and I'm talking like early 2010.
like when they first got like public recognition.
Yeah, public like recognition.
I'm gonna look that up instead.
And I think it was because of the bad rep that they got at that moment, if I'm not mistaken. Now, just because of baseless accusation and all that other jazz, do not take anything that I say as truth at all. I've been told plenty of lies. But until someone actually corrects me, I just kind of go with it. All things considered.
Fandom technically took off in the early 1990s with the advent of the internet. Recognized as a fandom as early as 1983 with the advent of the term furry. Came about in that year.
Again, I think it's because of what happened with bronies that furries came into light.
The brony community ended up popping up and popping off pretty fast.
Yeah.
And then people that got tired of the brony fandom shifted to the furry.
Yes.
I am one of those.
Then you know what exactly I'm talking about then. Because it
So
kind of lines
really, I'm
up
more
because
the brony.
Gen 4, you know, Fluttershy, all the other jazz, Gen 4 was created in 2010. It started in 2010. So the timelines, for what I was told, just line up. But again, correct me. I really want to be corrected. I genuinely want to be corrected.
I want to get a list of furry conventions by year and then look at one that's ran the longest and then get an idea based off of that, like how many people actually attended and when the increase shot up.
Again, I genuinely want to say 2010.
I would believe you. I feel like that's accurate. Just off of feel.
Just off of principle alone.
Yeah, well, because of how big the bronies got, and then clearly it's not as big as it used to be.
Bronies or furries?
Oh, bronies.
Well, yeah, because Gen 4 ended.
Yeah.
And then they tried to advertise for Gen 5, and then Gen 5 got canceled. And can you guess why Gen 5 got canceled? Just take a wild guess.
Why?
Gen 5 was canceled due to it just not being appealing enough.
Okay.
They went from a cartoon style to a 3D animated style.
Sorry, what was that?
I said they went from a animated art style, like cartoon hand style, to 3D animated.
Oh.
They tried to change the formula, and it flopped.
Is unfortunate.
Of course. It's never a good day whenever stuff like that happens. A community that was so strong just died without a word. If they're still popular, by the way, YouTube. Again, please, correct me. I haven't heard a single drop of news.
List of in-person conventions by timeline of conventions by. Ooh, yeah, this is it. Okay.
Did you find something?
Because it gives me the number of people and how many there were. So 1990 to 93 was conference. First. 200, 300, 400, 500. Four is 3 different cons. Two more. it tracks.
I figured.
The data tracks. So looking.
So you also have to remember that one of the also OG furries that are out there was Jade Harley. She was huge in the fucking furry community. Also, a lot of controversy that comes around because of how synthesis works.
A rare sticker appeared in the lava cake.
What's up?
A rare sticker appeared in the lava cake.
That's an Alpine Skyline.
Ew.
Yeah, exactly. You played Alpine Skyline once, and you're like, ew. I'm like, yeah. Again, pardon my language. Fuck Alpine Skyline.
I'll just go through from 2006 up to 10. Quick. We've got 2006 was 19 different cons. 2007 was 24, so an additional 5. 2008 was 27, so
27 people?
3. No, cons.
Oh.
Total amount of different conventions to go to. So 2007 to 8 was a difference of 3 conventions. So that'd be 27 conventions, and 809 was actually lower. From 27 to 23. Then 2010 hits and it's 31.
Yeah, and then it just starts going up from there. It should start going up from there because again, bronies started to appear. The Homestuck were starting to fully take off at that point.
2011 actually goes down to 28, but then the 2012 goes to 44.
Yeah. Again, it's fucking nuts. Again, pardon my language.
Since Anthrocon runs through all of these, I'm gonna look at that further.
Did I just soft lock myself? Okay. I was about to get impressed by my skills if I just soft locked myself.
Oops.
Why'd you say whoops?
I'm in a time rift.
Oh. Now, this isn't to say again that back to the subject of fandoms and such. Homestuck is not without its fault, because there were some instances where Homestuck just kind of tapered off for a while. I'm specifically talking about the pause, because Andrew, I believe, wanted to take in all the taken like all the what's it called, the fan submissions and all the other good stuff that makes a community, well, a community, all the other jazz, and just create stuff. And then after that came out, there should have been a surge, and then the Gigapause happened. The Gigapause is when Andrew had to get his life together, pretty much, and took pretty much a hiatus, but continued working on it off and on. When I was in the military, I got caught all the way up through Homestuck, and I wanted more. And then right as I was getting through the military, like coming out, getting honorably discharged, I was basically put on, like, I had to wait to get disqualified, essentially, so that they could release me back out to the public. And what ended up happening was, during that time, Andrew Hussey began to release more content before finishing Homestuck completely. Heck, if we want to get even more technical, Homestuck, I believe, is still technically going.
Yeah.
Technically is the word here. The fans took it. Andrew didn't mind, but he wasn't going to confirm anything for like canonicity or anything like that. If something like that, there's like some issues with canonicity and what exactly is and isn't canon in Homestuck. But the point is that the community can't seem to decide on what is and isn't canon anymore.
To add on to that, looking at Homestuck 2,
Homestuck Squared.
Squared, okay. 2019 to 2020 was like that segment of it, but then there's a Homestuck Beyond Canon, which was 2023 forward, which is a reboot of Homestuck Squared with a different team. So that should tell you that there's something going on there.
Again, I know there was some falling out, there was some creative differences, there was a lot going on. Again, I don't really follow it that closely because I pretty much just followed up to the epilogues, and then there was Meat and Candy, which were confirmed as canon. I want Homestuck to continue, but at the same time, I'm just sitting over here just kind of like... You brought politics into Homestuck. You brought woke things into Homestuck. You brought so much stuff and slammed it into people's faces, trying to say like, "Hey, we're hip, we're with the times," and I'm just like, there was already a confirmed, lesbian couple. That's fantastic. There was an unconfirmed bias on what exactly Jade was. Do we really have to get into bugs and transvestites and all the other jazz? Like, don't get me wrong, like, Homestuck itself gets pretty damn dark near the end too. Like, even me just saying the word, I don't feel good about saying it, but it's not... It wasn't in your face. It was never supposed to be in your face. It was supposed to be like subtle pushes and random chaotic stuff going on. Because that was the whole entire original premise of just Homestuck in general, was the big bad evil guy asking his mirror on the wall, how do I get defeated once and for all? I mean, like, that's pretty much what the whole entire thing was. And if I was to be defeated, how? How was I to be defeated? And it's just nothing but shenanigans. It's shenanigans. The comic is pretty much what it is. And I love it for that. Homestuck Squared and Homestuck Beyond Canon, I appreciate what they were trying to do. Try to keep it alive. However, the way they went about it could have been way better. Way, way better. Like, you have to understand, these kids were building a utopia, a new kind of civilization from scratch. And you guys put modern day politics and modern day problems into the mix. You shouldn't have done that. Like, for all things and just to be considered, like, I know I'm rambling at this point, I'll stop at this. For all things that are to considered, the Insane Clown Posse was at one point in time leaders of the world. The comic never took itself seriously. It's supposed to be about, like, tween, like, drama and romance and growing up with these characters. There's no growing with forced relationships. There's no growing with just politics being the way that they are today. You know? It's all bad. There's no good signs out of just anything that comes out of just forcing these things. They need to come naturally. They need to be gentle pushes, not hard shoves. If I'm wrong, then by all means, just please say something. Like, I don't want to just be the only one rambling here.
I mean, I don't know a whole lot of the content.
It's...
I know about Homestuck Squared being a fan-made thing, and the issues that came with it, like everything you've just mentioned, but I don't know enough about it to add on to that.
Again, if you want to read it, go for it. It's not my cup of tea. The original Homestuck was my cup of tea.
Yeah, I will say, I do understand the whole, like, there's a difference between making a piece of media that relates to today in a way that symbolizes things that happen today, and pushing what's happening today into the PC. Like, hand-fisted.
I can't even say ham-fisted. It was more like slammed with a sledgehammer. Like, it again, it was pretty darn bad.
Like, I mean, I can think of a way that it would... You can build a story off of that, and it can be loosely related to the types of things that are happening today. And it's more about the ideas and not literally what's happening, or what leads to that. But I'm just kind of vaguely talking.
So, yes, I agree with you, but at the same time, it's more just like, if it wasn't for, like, me finding out about, like, what's actually going on in today's society and what people are trying to teach and preach in schools and all the other jazz, I personally wouldn't have known anything about this. Not saying that anything, like, bad is to be saying anything. Like, if you want to be this, then by all means, I was raised on the concept of you do what you believe is right. And if you're confident and you full-heartedly want to put your mind and soul into it, more to ya. I'm not going to sit here and fault anyone. I'm not going to sit here and bash anyone. You do you. You be you. Whatever that you is. That was the principles that I was raised on. And taught. Be accepting, loving, and open. But at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and, you know, try to shove my beliefs on people, but in just an honest opinion, being open and loving has its downsides. Some people can take advantage of it. Some people can do bad things whenever you're like that. I know firsthand experience with that. But back to the topic at hand, though, which still technically is part of the topic. The plot was lost. Started getting into like plot holes and all the other jazz. Something about Ultimate Dirk, or sorry, not Ultimate Dirk, like Ultimate Dave receiving a vision from 2,555-year Barack Obama on his 22nd presidency running campaign made him the ultimate being of the world. Okay. Raise an eyebrow and just thumbs up. Like, that kind of fits the bill. Like, I could go ahead and just give you a thumbs up, just say, you know what? By all means. Because I think there was actually, like, a joke about, like, Barack Obama at one point in time, like, just in Homestuck. Now, is it kosher? I don't know. I don't really remember the whole entire thing with Barack Obama and Homestuck.
It was right around that time. Oh, Obama, outside of everyone else that was running at the time, was getting into the being politically active in the like internet age, where everyone else wasn't really doing that as much. So he got a lot of younger support.
Again, nothing wrong with that. I mean, I grew up with the Obama administration. I was in the military when the Obama administration was in power. I was also getting out right as his presidency was coming to an end. Well, I guess I can't really say I grew up with Obama. So, he started his second term, and that's pretty much when I went into office. I was in the military for like 3.5 years, and then I got honorably discharged in lieu of forced conversion. They were trying to change me to be something I didn't want to be. I was trained to do this, and if you guys don't let me do this, then I don't want to be here. And they threatened me with a lot of things, and, well, I showed them my Blue Jackets manual and said that you can't do that, and, well, that was pretty much just the end of the conversation. In lieu of forced conversion. Thank goodness. Could have ended a whole lot worse, now I'm actually thinking about it.
The windmill is this way.
Let me get out of Alpine Skyline. I really do not like Alpine Skyline. But yeah, that's pretty much just all I really have on the matter. There's other things I can talk about, like being a brony in the coming age of the military. like being in the military, and then going into submarine force and being basically known as what I coined the term as a seahorse. So,
Seahorse.
yeah, because I'm under the water. I'm a seahorse. It's also when I found out that Jediism was a thing, too.
It's going to the Wayback Machine.
No.
The
I'm
Wayback
trying to
Machine. Ooh. Ooh.
No.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, I never actually did this dang fire over here because I got distracted because Yui came into the world, and that's funny.
You know, I haven't seen a good solid neck like yours for a long time.
What the fuck? Links are broken.
Links?
Yeah.
Like the animal links, or like links to like YouTube or something?
I wouldn't mind being strapped around a cute neck like yours.
What?
I would be honored to be the one who
Let him
squeezes the
stop.
life out
When's the last time you've actually
Actually, what?
to go through like the website?
For what website?
Homestuck.
That's because the original website was, what the heck happened to the original website? It got moved. So after Cascade came out, which is the last chapter of Homestuck, I think it was like a few months after it got changed, like the overall thing, the overall just wow, I can't talk. The overall brain domain had to be changed. Why? Have you, why? You can't find it?
I'm trying.
You're trying to?
Oh, it sent me to a random spot.
Here you go. It's not secure website, but just so that you can go ahead and read it. Because Homestuck.com is, the certificate ended, and it's just kind of falling apart.
There we go. Fuck.
No.
And if you want a proper secure website, here you go. Anyway, hope that helps. Sid. You went quiet. I didn't know if I helped you or not.
I'm looking at it right now. This works.
You'll come with me. Shame all these houses are empty now.
You know what I don't understand? The concept of a backward spiral snail. You know how snails usually have their shells spiraling in one direction?
Yeah.
Apparently, they can spiral in the other direction. It's a very rare defect, and they can't, why can I not get up this? Hello? Apparently it's a very rare defect, and they can't reproduce because their shell's going the wrong direction. Why can I not? Okay, there we go. That was weird.
Why?
Why? What?
I'm about ready to quit.
Quit what?
I'm still in the freaking time space.
Oh. Well, if I knew which one you were in, I'd give you some advice, but unfortunately I don't know which one you're in. Huh. Yui, are you in the stream right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I thought you exited out of the stream. Because it said I had 0 concurrent viewers for the longest time.
I'm still here.
Fair enough.
Well, I mean, it's loading.
Yeah, I apparently lost frames. I mean, it probably would also help if I did not mean to do that. I just realized I accidentally closed my, I closed my YouTube by accident. Oops. Oh no, I'm still streaming. Okay. That's weird. It said that I'm not retaining enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Viewers will receive and experience buffering. It said it was healthy, and then it gave me the same error again. Very interesting.
Okay, so that was. I'm scrolling through the titles, and it looks like I was close to around Act 5, Act 1.
You were that far?
Because, I mean, if you look. Let's see. Yeah, Act 5. Act 5 was when you see the trolls.
Oh wait, you're in Act 5 Part 1.
Yeah.
I was like, Act 5? What? You're already in Part 2? What? Holy
No,
Moses.
not right now, but back when I was like trying, I got it.
I mean, that's not too terribly bad. I mean, you get to re-meet all of your favorite troll friends. Like Heartcat. Terezi. Gamzee. Solix.
Begins LARPing immediately.
What?
I'm just kind of like going through and looking at this. Oh my god, I remember that.
What exactly do you remember?
I'm looking at the section with Prezi fucking interrogating the plush.
I have a couple of those plushies. They're my most prized possessions. And apparently worth a pretty penny.
Oh, I bet.
Because apparently they were Kickstarter exclusives, and I didn't know that they were Kickstarter exclusives. I was just like, oh, cool. I want one. I want some of these. I want Senator Lemon Snout and Pyral Sprite. Pyral Spite.
Oh my god.
Again, the trolls are great. I love the trolls. Trolls are funny.
Unhinged as fuck, but I feel like we're close to that every day.
Do you have a favorite?
I only was shortly introduced. I know what they all look like. Their personalities, not. Wouldn't be able to tell.
Terezi is inquisitive.
I can tell that from the interrogation.
But Terezi is also very aloof and roundabout when it comes to the point, until you basically just look at her and say, get to the point. Then she'll get to the point. Carcat is loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dog. Gamzee is very high.
Currently looking at the captcha-ing of Fago.
Oh, you just
This is fun.
How? It's not fair.
look at that. This is make sure you.
I remember when I got excited for Hive Swap.
I did too.
Make sure you.
That was also before I knew about Homestuck Squared. Now, don't get me wrong, the Hive Swap trolls are pretty cool.
Like Hive Swap, was like
Badges
cool.
up.
Act 2 gameplay teaser from 2020.
Now, darling, the conductor is. Oh. Hello, viewer! Now tell us, darling, what kind of condiments do you like on your tuna sandwiches? Darling! I mean, fellow viewer!
My goodness.
Out of this endorsement as soon as you can before the old horns rush
It
into-
always seems so distant yet so familiar.
So distant, yet familiar. Like an old childhood friend coming over for a visit.
Like I do not know. as much as some people that were deep into it, but I've enjoyed knowing about it. I don't know. Homestuck.
Well, I mean, what do you mean by that?
What do I don't really know. Like, I have... What is it? I have, like, a nostalgia for the thing, because I remember getting into it a little bit, but I never went that deep with it.
I gotcha. Give me one moment.